Hello friends, my name is Ethan, and what I'm about to share with you is not just a story, it's something that changed me forever. It happened 3 years ago, and even today, I can't drive at night without remembering what I saw. It was late October, around midnight. I was returning from a friend's house, driving through a long stretch of highway in rural Pennsylvania. The fog was heavy, the road was empty, and the only sound was the hum of my car engine. I was tired, but something felt off. You know that feeling when the air itself feels heavier, like someone is watching you, even though no one's around. As I turned a corner, I saw it. A car, completely wrecked, flipped over on the side of the road. Its headlights were still on, faint and flickering, smoke curling up into the cold night air. I slowed down immediately, my instincts telling me to help. I pulled over, grabbed my phone, and rushed toward the vehicle. That's when I heard it. "Help! Please help me." It was a woman's voice, weak, trembling. I ran to the driver's side, and there she was, a young woman, maybe in her 20s, her face covered in blood, her hand reaching out through the broken glass. Her eyes, they locked onto mine, wide and desperate. I pulled on the door, but it wouldn't budge. I shouted, "Hold on. I'll get you out." She whispered again, "Don't leave me here." And then everything went silent. I blinked, and the car was empty. No woman, no voice, just shattered glass and the sound of my own ragged breathing. My heart started pounding. I stumbled back, shaking, trying to understand what had just happened. I knew what I had seen. I knew I had heard her voice. And then my phone buzzed. A notification popped up. No signal, no internet, but a single message appeared on the screen. It read, "You should have helped me." I dropped the phone instantly. My chest tightened, my breath quickened. I didn't wait. I ran back to my car, slammed the door shut, and sped off as fast as I could. But the nightmare wasn't over. A few miles down the road, I glanced in my rearview mirror and nearly lost control of the car. Because in the back seat, I saw her, the same woman, blood dripping down her face, staring at me with those hollow eyes. I swerved, slammed the brakes, and turned around. The seat was empty. Nothing there. Finally, I made it home. I rushed inside, locked every door, and sat in my living room, trying to calm down. Hours passed. The silence was suffocating. And then, at exactly 3:07 a.m., there was a knock on my door. 3 slow, heavy knocks. I froze. No one should have been outside at that hour. I didn't move. I didn't make a sound. But then, I heard her voice again, right outside my door. "Don't leave me here. Ethan." She knew my name. That was the last straw. I ran to my bedroom, shut the door, and stayed there until the sun came up. The next morning, I went back to that highway. I had to see it for myself, and what I found still haunts me. On the side of the road, exactly where I had stopped, there was a cross planted in the ground. Flowers, candles, photographs. I asked a local about it. He told me a young woman had died there in a car accident. Almost 5 years ago, on the exact same night I was driving. Since then, people have reported seeing her, asking for help, and those who don't help her often end up meeting her again. Friends, I don't know what I encountered that night, but I can tell you this. When you're driving alone, late at night, and you see someone asking for help, think twice. Because some cries don't come from the living. For weeks after that night, I couldn't sleep properly. I kept hearing faint knocks at odd hours, or whispers when the house was empty. I thought maybe I was losing my mind. Then, one evening, I adopted a dog, a German Shepherd mix from the shelter. I named him Shadow. I thought maybe having him around would make me feel safer. At first, it worked. Shadow was protective, always by my side, always alert. For the first time in weeks, I felt like I could breathe again. But then, one night, something happened. Around 2:45 a.m., Shadow woke up suddenly. His ears perked, his fur stood on end. He was staring at the corner of my bedroom, growling low and deep. I looked, but there was nothing there, just shadows on the wall. And then, Shadow's growl turned into a whimper. His body started shaking, his tail tucked between his legs. He slowly backed away, still staring at that corner. I whispered, "What is it, boy? What do you see?" That's when I heard it. A woman's whisper. "Don't leave me here." My blood froze. Shadow whimpered once more, and then he did something that broke me completely. He looked up at me, eyes wide, and started barking furiously at the corner, but it wasn't a protective bark. It was a terrified bark, and in the middle of the barking, he stopped. His head twisted slowly, unnaturally, toward me, and in a voice that was not his own. I heard him say, "You should have helped me."